Okay, let's automate Google with an HTML Java library. No. Let's automate Google with the official Google Search API. No. Okay, 5 reasons why you shouldn't automate Google through the GUI and what you should do instead. Oh yeah. So in a previous video I said we could use an HTTP or an HTML library to automate this instead of WebDriver, and we could, and I did, and I used JSoup and I automated the Google API, but Google clearly doesn't want you to do this. It would put up hoops in my way. I had to change the user agent. It was putting captchas in the middle. It clearly rate limits what you're doing. If you're going to do this, it really wants you to use the API. So I decided not to record the video. I wrote the code. I'm not going to record the video because there's no real point going down that path. We've pushed this as far as we really ought to. We've pushed it further than we should. So we're not going to, or I'm not going to automate the Google search GUI with HTML libraries, even though you could. So I scrapped that video idea. Now we could use the official API. And we should, if we're going to automate Google search, use the official API. The reason I'm not going to do that now is it's a bit hassle. I mean, you have to sign up for an account, I have to create a custom search engine, then I use the API. I mean, it's not a big hassle. It could probably take me an hour in order to do this, but I have no need for doing this. Right, this was an example of people ask, how do we automate the Google search through the GUI? I say we shouldn't, so I did it anyway. If you are going to do it, use Google search. But the instructions are pretty clear. If you know how to automate, if you can automate it through the GUI, you can use their API. But I'm not going to do the steps for that. It's not that much fun. Not for something that is just a laugh. Not the right thing to do at the moment. So here are 5 reasons why you shouldn't do this. I mean, why? Why would you want to do this in the first place? Right? If you want to learn how to automate, there are better applications, right? Pick anything pretty much on Bitnami, any web application on Bitnami, download the virtual machine and use that. It's going to be stable while you automate it. It's going to be easy. It's going to be free. It's in a virtual machine. There's no configuration. This is a good thing to do and it's very valuable. Or do a similar thing from Turnkey. Turnkey has pre-built virtual machines with web applications. Download one, use that, automate that. That will be a challenge. And that is a good way to practice automating web applications. I mean, I do not have a good reason to continue automating Google search via the GUI, so I'm not going to do it. I have no tactical reasons for wanting to do this, and no long-term strategic reasons for wanting to do this, so I'm not doing it. Always know why you're automating the thing you're automating. Reason 2, it's probably against the Google terms and services. Terms and conditions. I mean, I say probably because I searched it. I couldn't see anything about automating it. But when I do try to automate it, we saw the captcha coming up. It stops you using it if you've got the wrong user agent. There's a whole it puts captcha in place if you hit it too fast. So there's a whole bunch of reasons for me to suspect Google don't want me to do this. It's probably against their terms of service. It's probably not a good idea for that reason alone. Reason 3, Google change. Google are in control of their system and they can change it whenever they want. You would continue to maintain your automated code in the face of their changes, not knowing why it was changing, not knowing what was going on, having to investigate it, and it's a waste of time. So automate things that you have more control over. This is not a long-term strategic approach that I can see much value in. Reason 4. Use their API. That's what it's for. If you are intending to use the Google search in any automated fashion, you should use their API. The instructions are clear. It's fairly simple. Reason 5. Just because. Right, I'm sure it's a fun thing to try and do, but we have no need to do this. There are better ways to learn. Just don't do it. That's the reason number 5. No. This has been a fun series of videos to produce. I enjoyed it. I learned some stuff. It was fun. There were things I planned to do but didn't because of the reasons I've just outlined. All the code is on GitHub, so have a look at it. I hope you learn something from the code. I hope you learn something from watching the videos. Subscribe to the channel so that we can produce more videos that you'll watch, and let us know in the comments if there's anything you would like us to automate so that you can see examples of it, stuff that you're struggling with. Thank you very much for watching this series. That was a fun thing to do. But don't do it.